Time now for the markets with Leighton. And Leighton, good news for the state's #1 ag commodity, you say.
That's right, Artis. More people are eating chicken in the United States. Details on that coming up. Also in the markets this week, the upcoming August crop report may hammer corn prices. Cotton prices, meanwhile, remain under pressure from huge ending stocks, while the global demand for pork is forecast to increase. Tuesday, August 12th, about 2 weeks from now, could be a day to remember in the grain markets. The monthly crop and supply-demand reports out that day are expected to be a market mover, but not necessarily in a good way as far as the prices farmers receive. DTN senior analyst Darren Newsom says corn in particular could really take a licking once the new numbers are released. He advises to make sales before August 12th.
You know, like wheat, corn is sharply oversold and desperately in need of a rally to take some of this, some of this bearishness out of it. But when it does, it's going to be a market that everyone's looking to sell because everyone's waiting for that August report. Now they've got it penciled in. That's when this thing's really going to get hammered next. So between now and then could be an opportunity to get some sales on.
Growing ending stocks continue to be the main story in the cotton market. Extension Ag economist John Michael Riley told me on Wednesday this situation continues to keep cotton prices under pressure. Well, the last supply and demand reports really didn't do anything, John Michael, to help cotton, did it?
Well, it really didn't. We got more acres came in from the June acreage report, but on top of that, they increased the amount of harvested acres. Typically, we're in that 75 to 80% range of acres that are actually harvested, but this time they bumped that up to 85% from this report. That could very well change, but the conditions look really good. Rains across the overall across the U.S., but especially in that major growing region in West Texas. So that really propelled them to push that acreage number up. So that then pushed total production up 1.5 million bales, so it's currently sitting at 16.5 million bales of production as expected. We were able to use some of that up in the use. We're expected to use more here in domestic mills and then a bump in exports. But overall, 5.2 million bales of ending stocks expected to carry over from this current marketing or this upcoming market year to the next, which was an increase of 900,000. So a lot of pressure was put on the market that day with that report.
And of course, you can look at what's happened in the market the last couple of months really to see that there's a lot of cotton out there, right?
There is a lot of cotton in the U.S. So that's where the biggest gain came from a global standpoint. But just globally, there's a lot of cotton. We right now looking at 95% of current global stocks compared to use is sitting in inventories across the globe. So essentially, we could almost have enough on hand to use for a full year. Without even having to produce anything. So that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the market. We're seeing that. We've come down about 15, 17 cents since the peak in early May. For a cotton producer, that's $180 to $200 an acre that's kind of left the market just since in that short time period.
Now the U.S. economy is definitely doing better than in recent time, and that could impact cotton positively.
I keep trying to see the silver bullet here, the lining there. I think the general economy is there and could potentially add some relief to this issue because of the fact that it is doing well and cotton does really key very heavily on the general economy, but we're just not seeing it yet.
Let's break from the markets to look at the trivia quiz for this week. And here's the question for you. What's the most popular food to prepare on a grill? Is the answer steak, hot dogs, hamburgers, or chicken? I'll tell you at the end of the markets. We move into livestock now. Demand for pork continues to grow. A new report from Elanco is forecasting that global demand for pork will increase by 50% by the year 2050. Now, to meet this future demand, an Elanco spokesman says pigs will need to be 9 pounds heavier than they are today and reach that weight about 3 weeks earlier. Meanwhile, more Americans are, on average, eating more chicken and more of it a lot of the time. A new consumer survey reported by Brownfield Ag News found that overall chicken consumption is up 17% from just 2 years ago. Consumers said price was a factor in the decision to buy chicken. However, the top reasons given for the purchases were said to be nutrition and taste. Before our feature story, let's check our trivia answer for this week. The correct choice is C. Hamburgers are the most popular food to prepare on a grill, according to the Hearth, Patio, and Barbecue Association.